The Taiping Flood Famine, when heaven's kingdom drowned in its own delusion. By 1852, China wasn't just breaking, it was unraveling. The mighty Qing dynasty was rotting from corruption, rebellion, and hunger. And out of that suffering rose a man who believed he was the younger brother of Jesus Christ, Xiuquan. He claimed he'd been chosen by God to cleanse China of demons, destroy the Manchu rulers, and build a new paradise, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. His movement began with faith, but it quickly became an empire of war. Millions of peasants, starving and hopeless, rallied behind him, convinced heaven itself had chosen their cause. Hong promised equality, shared land, and salvation. And as word spread through famine-stricken villages, entire families abandoned everything to follow him. The year 1852 was meant to be their triumph, but heaven had other plans. Like the floods of Noah, the skies opened, and China drowned. Don't forget to drop some love and hit that like and subscribe. Yahweh Stories, for more untold truths buried in time. Weeks of relentless monsoon rains broke the dikes of the Yangtze and Yellow rivers. Towns and fields vanished beneath black water. Crops rotted where they stood. Rice that was once life turned to poisoned sludge. The Taiping armies marching north found themselves wading through submerged provinces. Hunger on one side, disease on the other. The Qing soldiers fared no better. Famine made enemies of everyone. Entire regions like Hunan, Guangxi, and Hubei became unrecognizable. Villagers boiled grass and bark to survive. Corpses floated for miles, carried by the same rivers that had once fed the empire. The Qing, desperate to crush the rebels, turned the disaster into a weapon, torching villages and breaching levees to starve their foes. But the water obeyed no master. It consumed rebel and imperial alike. As the floodwaters shifted the Yellow River's course, China's landscape itself was rewritten. Over 20 million people died in just a few years, not just from battle, but from starvation, plague, and exposure. By the time the Taiping made Nanjing their heavenly capital, half of central China was a graveyard. And when the rebellion finally fell in 1864, even victory meant ruin. Millions more lay dead, heaven's promise drowned in its own blood. The Taiping Flood Famine wasn't just a disaster, it was a warning carved in water and ash. When men try to build heaven on earth, they often end up summoning hell, and sometimes the flood never truly recedes. If that truth hit you, like and subscribe. Yahweh Stories 44, where history's ghosts still whisper beneath the surface.